Or in the North American E-Racing League, Madden League. It's Fantasy Draft League, and about to go up against NARLeague, who has the Saints. Let me tell him I'm about to be searching.
Going bigger. Postmates how I deliver. My game too cold, made it shiver, but I'm still a hot boy. Cool it down, let it simmer. Hey, see him mad, got him bitter.
All right. Searching right now. If it don't go in, I'll have to take his invite.
Mama stop working, that's the promise. Going big, going big. Everywhere I go, they know the click. Too many wins, they know the shit. They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm going big, going big.
I know he's in because I got that invite, but I may have clicked it just too late.
They was hating, know they sick, acting like they know me. Cause I'm time to bring the bass bird.
Battle of the Undefeateds. Go. I know New Orleans, I don't know what playbook he's using. New Orleans has got a good playbook. 4 sacks. Jesus. Dang. You want me to sack Patrick Mahomes 4 times? Okay.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count.
And, Coach, we are down on the Bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the New Orleans Saints. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Dallas.
Push him back. Push him back. Watch twist.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Watch take the treatment.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Got to go for him, too.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Running for it. Here's Chubb. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
A run with Josh Adams, the Eagles' leading rusher as a rookie last year. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes complete. The tight end Kelsey. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think the old school, hand to the door, blocking on the line of scrimmage. these guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move in the running game.
17 there and a New Orleans first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Gordon. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Watch the pass.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
1st down, Dallas.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Hey. 4 down. Switch.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now this throw caught left side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now Jackson on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Robert Foster, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Then it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. Gets it to Gordon. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Working from the gun, Mahomes dancing to his left. Caught, Kelsey, left side. The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Now he's got it. Hit the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. David Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints have retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting an up and down the field game here.
I'll take him. Where's his tombstone?
Boot Hill, baby.
Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. To throw again on second down. Jackson. Campbell making the catch. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line.
And a Cowboy first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson looking for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again.
Oh, shit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Yellow. Hey, watch that. Alpha. Here we go.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Montez Sweat make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And watch that. And watch the ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That's complete. It's Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they plan. Oh, Chubb fumbled it.
You gotta be kidding me.
And his guys will set up shop at midfield
down
at
on
the
that
50-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made pass. It has it. I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
9 on the play, but it brings up fourth down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on fourth. They'll run for it. Chubb. And an alley to run. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, but it'll be second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Mahomes firing complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they have the football and will set up sharp at the 33-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Here's Jackson. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 3rd and 1, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already threw 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 51.
Jackson now. Throwing again. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Third and 2. Here's Jackson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Seibert's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. On second down now, it's Gordon. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Flush to his right. And that's caught by Beasley. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Mahomes now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds Beasley complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here's Gordon, and he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Lex 57, 57's run. Exit, exit.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes flushed out right. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 20-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes flushed to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one caught by Beasley. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jacob Hollister, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They run again on first down, Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
Let's go. Pittsburgh. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Jackson now. He'll find Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 37.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Dallas.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now Chubb. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
On 2nd and a yard. Jackson got an open man. It's Foster. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the play. They come out here in the I. They'll run with Chubb. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising. They wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on 3rd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Stop.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
It's his 3rd field goal now with a ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, we need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first, here's Washington. And he's got this down to the 35. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Check, 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 check. Play it, play it, play it, play it, play it, play it. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. It's Kelsey on the ground. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes gets it to Gordon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mahomes. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they got it inside the 10.
I don't know how my dude missed that shit.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. On 1st and goal, Washington. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for and he'll score. Touchdown,
right fucking by him.
New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got on 1st and 2nd down, and it's 1st and 2nd and goal. And then on 3rd down, they cover the receivers, but they leave an alley open for him to find, and he does. That is frustrating. You do almost everything right, and he still ends up in the end zone.
It's been a good game so far.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's checking Chris.
Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. From the 41, Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 40.
A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, Cowboys.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Hey, watch this.
They run. Chubb. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Rashid Hageman in on the stop.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
That's the one. Check 31.
They run it again with Chubb. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. From the gun, it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Saints 28. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
following the touchdown. Here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, check, Mike, 57.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes flushed out right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mahomes firing complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 16. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. As the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
57. Mike, 57. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 43. 43.
Back to throw. Mahomes forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
From the 10-yard line, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw.
Good play.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Melvin Gordon with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Here's Bryant for the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away.
Let's go. Do it.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Big stop.
Here's Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now.
Good game,
just salted
man.
away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Saints, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the